everyone, it's Camille with Black Yoga Nashville. Black Yoga Nashville is a platform to highlight Black yoga instructors here in the Middle Tennessee area. Today I'm with Jessica with Overflow with Jess. She is a yoga instructor, and today we're just going to be discussing her background around yoga, what brought her to yoga, and just her overall experience and any helpful tips she can give to the community regarding yoga. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. I'm so happy we're finally able to get together.
I know.
Yeah,
it's been a little bit of a journey, hasn't it?
Back and forth.
We got it. Schedules have aligned.
Finally. That's so funny.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's always a struggle for me, though.
Yeah.
Getting all my schedules and all my ducks in a row.
Right. No, I get it. Yeah. I mean, if you're an adult,
it is what it is.
It is.
It is what it is. Yes.
Well, thank you for meeting with me on today. I really appreciate it. We have the sun shining. It's not too windy. It's just about perfect.
It's a perfect day.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So one of my first questions is, just tell me a little bit about you and your background with yoga. How did you even get into yoga in the first place? How did it find you?
I was a collegiate athlete, and after many years of track and field, and coming back home to Tennessee and all those kind of things, I wanted to still be very active.
Right.
But I wanted something that was challenging, but that wasn't running.
Okay.
And I first found hot yoga and hot 26. And I was like, oh, this is really something. I like this. And it was challenging enough,
Really?
right?
Yeah.
Where I really felt like I got that track and field workout.
Okay.
So that's really where it started. I don't feel like I was really consistent with it at first, but I would always find myself going back to yoga. When something was happening, I would go back to yoga. And back in, when was it? 2023.
Okay.
I had the opportunity to become a yoga teacher.
And so at what point were you like, I'm going to go ahead and get my certification and take this to the next level?
Okay, funny story. So this is what you need to know also if you come to my class. It's always a funny story. So funny story is I had been doing yoga off and on.
Okay.
And I had a client. I'm also a hairstylist.
Okay.
So I had a client and we were talking about yoga.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, I'm a yoga instructor. I was like, really? I've always thought about doing that.
Okay.
And so she was like, oh, well, the studio where I was trained does scholarships for, minorities. And I was like, oh, really?
Nice. Okay.
Oh, well, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Let me look into that. She was like, I think the scholarship form is like ending in a couple of days. I was like, oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me get on it.
Yeah.
So I applied and was like, if I get in, I guess I'll do it. If I don't get the scholarship, then I guess I won't do it.
Yeah.
Needless to say,
Else.
I got the scholarship.
Look at you. So
that's randomly how I became a yoga teacher.
I love the story about it, but that's how you know it was in alignment too, because you have a client, they just happen to be in yoga, and then they're able to tell you about a potential opportunity where you can either do this for free or at a discounted rate or whatever that may be. So that just was like 1, 2, 3. Like
yes, it was that simple. So all that to say, alignment will find you, and trust your gut.
Yes, always.
Yeah.
Now, how was your certification experience? Like, were you the only one in your cohort, or like person of color?
I was the only Black woman, but I wasn't the only person of color.
Okay.
There was another person of color in my class. So that was cool.
Yeah.
My training was great. I really enjoyed my training. I was trained at Small World Yoga, so it was really great. I really enjoyed it. Another funny story.
She's so funny.
So, picture it. January 2023, I show up for yoga teacher training. And on that day is when I learned that I am signed up to learn hot power yoga, which I'd never done before. End of story.
So you say that to say it was intense.
It was very intense. Yeah. It was very intense. I did question returning on multiple days.
Yeah.
But I continued to show up, and now we're here. And I will say that now I do thoroughly enjoy hot power yoga.
Oh, good. I'm glad it grew on you.
It did. But I was very surprised.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
So, So you said you were athletic, high
Mm-hmm.
school, college.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you got into cosmetology.
Mm-hmm.
You started going to yoga classes over time.
Mm-hmm.
Hot yoga.
Yes.
Yes. And that was something that really helped you feel like you were staying on top of things, staying on top of your fitness and all those good things.
Mm-hmm.
You go ahead, get your yoga certification. And then what happened next?
A lot of things happen next.
Yeah.
And so I think this is where my true journey with yoga begins. We have to go back before 2023 and then after 2023. So in 2020, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Oh, wow.
And so I spent a lot of time on my mat personally.
Yes.
To kind of get through that journey and the changes in my body and what happened with that.
Yeah.
And so that really brought me to my mat a lot. And I really used it to get through treatments and things like that. 2023, I went into training. After I graduated, my mom got ill and then she passed. So then right after that, I found my way onto my mat again, but not able to really teach yet. So I spent maybe the first year after not even teaching.
Okay.
And so I would say 2024 is when I really went into teaching. And then 2025, I really leaned into it more.
Okay.
But my true focus has really been the mental and internal healing that you can really find on your mat. It's like the one practice that you can have that is very personal. There's not a right way or a wrong way to do it. It's a safe way and an unsafe way to do it.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
You know, and it's for everybody in every type of body.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
That's a really heartfelt story.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that you were able to find something that can help you navigate,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that process, because I know it's no easy task, you know,
not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It takes a lot of willpower, and your mind has to be in the right space.
It does.
To say, I'm going to keep going no matter what.
Yeah.
So you used yoga as a tool to ground.
Yes.
Yeah, and come back to yourself and even heal yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Through yoga.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yeah, because when you can get your mind and body into alignment and on one accord, it's really powerful what you can do.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And yoga is not just about movement. You know, like some forms of working out are just about movement.
Right.
But yoga really taps into like the breath and your mind state and where you are and how we move through it. And like a yoga flow is really a journey.
It is.
You know, from one stage to the next, and how we get there and how we get back. And when we offer modifications in classes, I like to tell people it's not just a modification for on your mat. It's what happens in your life. You know, things are going to happen and we're going to have to shift and we're going to have to adjust. And maybe today we can do it this way, but tomorrow we have to do it a different way. Yeah. And both days it's okay.
Yeah. You
know,
there's no perfect way to show up.
No.
You know, on Tuesday, you may have been able to get through the whole flow. You didn't lose your breath or anything. Come back on Saturday, you're like, that was hard.
Yeah.
And it was the same exact flow. But it was hard,
you
know?
Yeah.
But that's because you have navigated life. Mm-hmm. You know, you may be more rested or less rested. You may have had some events that happened throughout the week that you weren't expecting, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's just how it goes.
And that's just how it goes.
And you take breaks when you need it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have, in yoga, you don't have to necessarily force yourself to believe that, oh, since everybody else is doing it, I got to, you know?
Yeah.
You're free to go into a child's pose.
You are.
Go in Shavasana, whatever it is.
And in my class, if you don't take child's pose, I'm going to give it to you.
We're going to make you do
no
child's
worries.
pose.
You will randomly hear knees to mat, big toes to touch, sink your hips back towards your heels, child's pose.
Love it. That's great direction too. So when students are practicing with you for the first time, what kind of advice can you give them before like attending your class, or is there any advice that or any expectation you have for them?
The only expectation I have is for you to show up on your mat, because number one, that's the hardest part.
Yes.
And you've already accomplished that.
Right.
Step 2, listen to your body.
Yeah.
Everything that I'm saying is a suggestion. If you want to take it, take it.
Yeah.
But this is your hour. This is your practice. The mat is made for one person and one person only. You take care of that person on that mat.
I love that. I love that. It's really simple.
It's really simple.
Once you
really
can get
simple.
there,
yeah.
you know.
And I like to tell my students too when they come to my class, and I say that to you as an instructor.
Yeah.
Because I've gone to yoga classes where I've laid in savasana the entire class.
Yeah. And that's your choice.
And that was a beautiful practice for me, because what my life had been at that time was a lot of movement and a lot of action. And what I needed more than anything was stillness. And what we don't realize is the pause and the stopping and the stillness is the hardest part.
Yeah.
So you're always going to get a 10-minute savasana in my class.
So what does it mean to you to be a Black yoga instructor?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything, because it is really important for people to be able to relate to the people in front of them. Mm-hmm. It is really important for people to see people that look like them. And it's really important for someone to understand all the nuances of what it means to be a person of color. Right? Because we're not showing up just as yogis, we're showing up as humans. And every culture deals with different things, and it's really helpful when the person that you decided to sit in front of on a mat for the next hour and close your eyes and trust and take their direction of when to breathe and when to not, right? It's very important that you know that that person is going to take care of you. Yes. And that the person sees you for exactly who you are and all that you carry.
Yeah. Every experience is different. The Black experience is very different.
It is very different. It is. It's very different. It's totally different.
Yeah. Are you independent? Are you teaching a studio or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
So I teach. I started and I still teach with Energy Juice and Yoga.
Okay.
So I still teach there every Saturday. Every Saturday at 10 a.m. And I love it. And even when I was in yoga teacher training, and when I was there, I was like, oh yeah, I'm leaving. And when I graduate, I'm going to teach at the Black studio in town. Because that was really important to me.
Yeah.
That I did that, right?
I did it.
And it's not just that it was the Black studio, but it was one that spoke to who we were as people.
Yeah.
And what she built was really important. And that was really important to me.
Love that.
Yeah. So I'm still with her, and we're still riding it out, and we're still doing our thing, and I still do my thing, you know, on the side. But yeah.
So you can catch Jessica on Saturdays, and then when do you do your independent teaching?
So I teach on Sunday mornings at 9.
Okay.
I do a candlelight class at least once a month, so you just kind of have to watch it.
Okay.
On my Instagram page. I pretty much post every week. Okay. About when the classes are happening. And then on the 4th Sunday of the month, I work with Asia with Zutiful Brand.
Okay.
And we've partnered together to do Self-Care Sunday.
Yeah.
And so that's a sound bowl and slow flow class that we do every month. So, yeah.
Okay. And she has the waist speed.
She does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I follow her. Beautiful. Yeah. I never met her in person, but I see her all the time.
Beautiful soul.
Yeah.
Beautiful soul.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. So we do a bunch of stuff together.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do a bunch of little events here and there.
Love it.
I try to do at least twice a month over here in Bicentennial.
Okay.
At Saturday mornings at 8 a.m.
Okay.
For Overflow in the park. Okay. So it's just a community class. Show up. It's free. Okay. If you want to try out yoga, come try it out. We'll be here, flowing around, doing a thing or two.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to have to get out there to one of your sessions sometime soon, especially with the weather breaking and becoming so beautiful. But I want to get out there before it gets too hot.
Too hot.
Yeah.
Which is why I have it set for 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's first thing in the morning.
Yeah. So that way it's not like too warm. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if y'all want to get up at 8 o'clock on Saturday,
but it's going to be hot any later.
But any later, then we're going to be real hot outside. Yeah. I don't want to be hot. I mean, I like the sun.
Right, me too. I'm a summer girly. Well, I really love that. And where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Overflow with Jess. My website and all my links are there. Also, last year I did my very first retreat, and it was wonderful. I
Okay.
did it with a fellow yogi, Lindsay,
Yeah.
and it was great. And so we're bringing it back again this year, so it'll be over
Nice.
Labor Day weekend.
Very nice.
So you can
Okay.
find out the information there for that.
Okay.
And I created that so that there was space for women to get together and just kind of drop our roles and get out in nature and do our thing.
Yeah.
Right, for a few days.
No judgment.
No judgment. It's called the Reclaim and Restore Retreat.
Yeah.
So it's a good time, but it's just right down the road, Burns, Tennessee, at Montgomery Bell State Park.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to do something where it was close to the city, and so that I could show women that this place is less than an hour away. And if you ever need a moment to escape the city and just take care of yourself for a little bit,
you can always come back.
You can always come back.
I love that, Jessica. I
do. I just figure, there's so many things in life we all go through, even with you creating this, right?
Yeah.
You created it because your own desires and your need, right? And it's like, if I need it, it has to be somebody else that needs it.
Right.
And that's really how I treat yoga.
Yeah.
If I need it, then somebody else needs it. Yeah. And I really put a lot of focus on really teaching to beginners.
Okay.
My class is for every level, but beginners are extremely welcomed.
Yeah.
I remember being a beginner, and I remember what it was like being in a room and coming in and the teacher's teaching, and I'm like, well, outside of down dog, I don't think I know what any of this other stuff is,
Yeah.
And I'm looking around the room and everybody's doing it. I didn't come here to follow everybody else. I came here for you to tell me what to do.
Right. Yeah.
So if you're a beginner and you're afraid, I might just be your girl.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that because I had a similar experience when I took my very first yoga class. I took my very first yoga class back in 2015, and it was like off of a Groupon. And
best way to do it.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. It said it was a beginner. I said, okay, great. I'll go ahead and show up. Got there, and it was like no direction. You know how you have that look or you have that feeling of people are like, what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? And I pretty much had to depend on the individual next to me to determine what I should be doing next. And I was like, and I didn't go back for years. I didn't come back to yoga until 2020.
And I think that's what happens, right?
Yeah.
People show up into these spaces and these rooms and they don't know. And it's not something that has been just a part of our day-to-day culture.
Yeah.
But it's becoming a part of it.
Right.
And people are getting more into it.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad to see that. But we also have to realize that those people are also beginners and what that looks like. So I just can't be slinging Sanskrit all over the place.
Right.
Nobody knows what I'm saying.
Well, is there anything else that you would like to share with the people, the community?
I will end this the way I end all of my classes. Give yourself the same grace that you give others. There's nothing that you need to do to deserve it. You've already done enough. Remember to be kind to yourself. The words that you say have the ability to change the rooms, spaces, and people that you use them on. And more importantly, fill your cup first and only give from your overflow.
And that's your cup filler for today. Thank you for tuning in with us. Again, my name is Camille, the founder of Black Yoga Nashville. I'm here with Jessica, Overflow with Jess. Go and fill your cup with her, and we will be in touch. And I will see you in the future. And stay tuned and subscribe, follow Jessica on Instagram. I'm going to put her information in the show notes. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.